Hey Tria Beauties, it's Krista. I'm back and I have some really burning questions from some of my customers. So one of those questions is very, very good because it is summer and the sun's out, and guess what? Pools are opening around the United States. I have pictures of my friends and they're lounging by the pool and I'm like, my pool's not open yet, so I'm still waiting for that. Your pool's open. I am extremely jealous because I'd love to do that. Hi there. Hello. Come on in. I'm going to talk about summer tips when you're doing hair laser removal at home. So as you know, this is our best-selling product. Hi, thank you for the hearts. This is our best-selling product, the 4X hair laser removal. This is for at-home use. I am working on getting another color. This is the older color, so keep in mind we do not sell this. This is a classic product here that I'm holding. We have the beautiful fuchsia and white and the green and white available. The fuchsia color is actually back in stock, so you can go and get that one. That's my favorite one. So anyway, I have a few tips here. I have 3 very big tips for summer use. Now I know some of us are still in quarantine, we're still at home. Those of us that can't get to our the clinic for hair laser removal, it's like, what do I do? Well, of course, you know that this is your answer. This is the only at-home hair laser removal product that is FDA cleared and that is really on the market. So you can do this at home and start your hair laser removal journey. I will be giving away something really awesome today. So I'm going to give away our priming cleanser. This is for the face, not the eyes, the face only. This is a great overall gel cleanser for taking off your makeup and also prepping it for our anti-aging laser. So I will be giving away 2 of these. I'll have a little bit of a quiz in the middle of this, so keep your eyes peeled and pay attention. So anyway, here I am talking about the 4X, and there's a few things in the summertime that we need to be aware of. Of course, the sun. The sun is going to change our skin a little bit. It's going to hopefully not cause any damage, but it can kind of make your skin a little bit more sensitive. As you know, if you've ever had a sunburn, you know what I'm talking about. So let's see who's on. Hi, Angela. Hello, Angela. Thanks for joining me today. So I will get right into these tips. There was a few things that I wanted to talk about as far as the laser goes. If you're not aware of this information, so I'll go ahead and I'll give you a little lowdown on what this laser does and what it is. So this is a diode laser, and it's the same one that's used by dermatologists. It's the same technology. So this is the first and only, like I said, FDA cleared at-home hair laser removal product. So it delivers 3 times more hair eliminating energy than other at-home devices. There are other at-home devices that people get confused about. Their technology is not as strong as ours. Ours is more of a permanent solution. Theirs maybe, I'm not going to talk bad about it, but it's definitely not as powerful as what our machine will do. So who else is here? I see people here. You can say hi, you can say hello. Also, if you have questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat box and I'll look at those later. Or best off, you can send them to my DMs. Drop me some DMs and I will answer those as quickly as I can. Thank you for joining me. So anyways, we've been waiting for summer. At least it's one of my favorite times of year is the summertime. I love to go out in the sun. I love getting my yearly sunburn and then watching it peel into the shower. So what you need to do is be aware that when your skin is exposed to the sun, it becomes way more sensitive. And when you're doing laser on that sensitive skin, there's things that can happen that are not great. So let me go ahead and run those down for you. Hi, Angela. You're super excited. Yes, we're here to learn. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to teach you some safety tips for the summertime. And this is all about actually safety. So tip number 1 is minimize or avoid sun. I know people that completely avoid the sun during the summertime. They stay inside. It's not fun to me. I like to go out in the sun. I go to the beach, I go to the pool, I do all sorts of things out in the sun, and I'm very fair skinned. So I have to put on the sunscreen. I have to do the sunscreen every, what is it, 50 minutes or so. So I definitely have to keep an eye on how red I'm getting. If you've ever taken a shower after you've had a sunburn, you're gonna understand my pain. Hi Tanisha, how are you? Tanisha just joined. She's here to learn with me. These are new things that I've learned recently, so I had no idea that these tips were important, but I'm going to share them with you because they are important. So tip number 1, like I said, minimize or avoid sun exposure. So what happens is that when you're outside and the sun's hitting your skin, it's going to make it a little more sensitive. And so when when you're doing hair laser removal at home, it uses heat. So of course, like I said, if you're in the shower, you have a sunburn, you know how bad that feels? It's going to feel about the same. So this already uses heat to deliver the laser to the hair follicle. So when you have a sunburn and you use this, you can only imagine what it's going to feel like. So you definitely want to make sure that you either limit the sun exposure or just avoid it at all costs if you want to do your laser hair removal for the summer. Hi Fatima, good to see you as always. She's one of our biggest fans. She's always supportive. That's awesome. And then I just saw Jess. Jess is actually Glow Addict SoCal. She's going to be joining me on Wednesday. So at 11 a.m. I think that's what we scheduled it for, but she's coming on sometime this week. I actually have 3 live shows this week scheduled, so you guys will have to come back and visit me several times this week. I'm going to be on the channel. So anyway, let's get going with these sun tips because I'm sure you guys are just like, hurry up, Krista, telling us already. Okay, so what you need to do is remember, going out in the sun, if you're doing hair laser removal this summer, it's not worth the risk. So just try to avoid it. But if you do go out in the sun, I mean, if you can't avoid going on your Hawaiian vacation, is anybody going to go there this summer? Avoid the sun at least 24 to 48 hours before and after. So a couple days before, avoid the sun. If you know it's your week to do laser, just don't go out in the sun for at least 24 hours to 48 hours. And then when you're ready, do it. And then avoid the sun again for another 24 to 48 hours. Okay? You got to make sure you don't hurt yourself because you can. So this is one of the things, one of the effects is if your skin's exposed to the sun and you use the laser on it, you might get a scar. And you don't want that. So you might get burned and it might leave a scar. So you want to make sure you're not getting sunburn and going, oh, it's my week for laser, I'm going to go ahead and, that doesn't feel good. And it might, like I said, it might leave a permanent scar, so don't do it. Don't do it, it's not worth it. So keep in mind also, the areas that are most sensitive to the sun, I always get burned on my forehead. Anything I do, even if I wear sunscreen, this forehead is going to be as red as a beet. As red as my lipstick. I swear, my head, even my scalp, everything burns. So, so you're not supposed to use a laser up here. I'm just saying this face is what is going to get the most sun exposure. So if you're planning on using the laser on your face, even the precision laser, which is above my head back there, that pink one right there, the face is going to be the most sensitive area. For me, at least, it's the most sensitive area on my body because I don't know, I'm just sensitive up here. So if I'm going to do something around here and my skin's been out in the sun, it's like maybe I need to wait the 2 days. I don't want to take a risk. Just make sure you're on top of things and keeping track of your sun exposure and wearing your sunscreen. So about sunscreen, make sure you're using a broad spectrum SPF. And that's going to shield you from both the UVB and UVA rays. Very important. Using Tria is really tiresome. The head is super small. You know, for me, this head here is enough because I have dense hair on my body. So I'm talking about bikini line, very dense hair. And if this window was any bigger for me, I probably wouldn't be able to handle it. So It's like this head for me is it's enough. Some people have better pain tolerance than I do. I'm very jealous, but I can't handle having the window any larger than this. So little at a time is best for me. Let's see. So yes, definitely wear the sunscreen. Always wear it anyway. Always wear it. Even if the day looks cloudy outside, the sun's rays still come through. So you definitely want to put that sunscreen on. Make sure it is broad spectrum so that you're limiting your skin damage. Okay? Don't get that skin damage. So you also want to make sure that you use, let me show you this really quick. This is a new product. This comes together with the deluxe kit. So this is the Phytograph Soothing Gel. So this has the aloe vera in it. It's going to soothe the skin, especially, when you've been sunbathing the 2 days before. So you definitely want to use this as a pre-treatment. It also helps with the heat from the laser. It helps minimize that sensation, which, trust me, it does. It works really well. So this, like I said, deluxe kit. It only comes in the deluxe kit. And that's how you can get this. Look how big it is. It's huge. You could do your whole body a couple times. Let's see. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Yes, it does sound logical. Silent paradise. It definitely does, especially if you're doing your face. You don't want it any bigger. I swear it's trust me. You don't want this window any bigger if you're doing your face. So of course, another area that gets a lot of sun exposure, which you probably wouldn't think about, are your hands, because you're driving. And yes, if you're doing your knuckles or your hands, a lot of people do have knuckle hair. Let's just face it. They're trying to laser that off. You can, actually get sunburned on here. So definitely wear your sunscreen on your hands. Some people don't think of that. Put sunscreen on your hands while you're driving, because you don't want age spots on your hands. I've learned my lessons. Let's see. So definitely arms, face, hands, feet, and legs. Those are all areas that are going to be exposed to the sun. So you want to make sure you get that sunscreen on there. For men, I would think, okay, for men that are doing their chest and back, I could see men that go outside and they're totally sunbathing. They're out there laying out. They're probably going to get burned here and there on their back. So please, ladies, if you're lasering your husband's chest and their back, make sure you keep in mind that when they're doing their little sunbathing outside, you got to count those 2 days to make sure that they don't get hurt, because they're going to scream when they're doing the laser hair removal. Let's see who else is on. Haoyun. Hello, Haoyun87. How are you doing? So anyway, I got these tips online. I wanted to give credit to boomboombrowbar.com, where I got these tips. And I also got the tips from our customer care team, who's awesome. Like I said, if you have any questions for them, you can write them into the box, and I will send those questions to them for you. And you can do that anytime. It doesn't have to be right now. Okay, so anyhow, let's move on to the next tip, which is, one more thing I wanted to mention about the sun. Let me go back to the sun again. So, at least for me, when I'm out in the sun and I have my, thank you, Amanda, no problem. So when I'm out in the sun, my arm hair turns blonde. It's almost white. And guess what? The laser can't find the melanin in the hair when your hair is blonde, red, or white. So when you're out in the sun, your hair on your arms will, your legs will bleach. So then guess what? You won't be able to do this. So definitely keep that in mind. If your hair turns super blonde on your body in the summer, you might want to stay indoors for a while, because it's not going to work. Just a little tip there. All right. So tip number 2, this one kind of hurts me a little bit. No tanning. No tanning. So whether you're doing self-tanner at home, spray tan, airbrush tan, which I love, or tanning in a tanning bed, which I don't love, but people do it, tanning outside in the sunshine, I don't do that, but a lot of people do. So what's going to happen is if your skin tone gets too dark, to the point where your body hair has no contrast against your skin tone, the laser is not able to find the melanin in the hair, unfortunately. So you got to watch how dark your tan's getting, because then if it's too dark, the laser won't work. So that's why I also recommend doing this also right before summertime, so that you can be all bikini ready. You're ready to put on the short shorts. You don't have any hair on your legs. Doesn't that sound great? But if you must do it during the summertime, follow the tips. Follow the tips. Hi, Jamie. Is it danger when the laser cracks? Well, okay, so there's a lot of questions that come in. As long as this is not cracked, you're fine to use it. If it cracks here on the plastic shell, it's fine. If it cracks up here, it's fine. As long as this is not cracked, you're okay. Okay, so let's see. Thank you for that question, by the way. That's a really good question. Let's see. So if you want to find out if you're a candidate for laser hair removal at home with Tria, you can also go to triabeauty.com and find the hair laser removal products. There's actually a skin tone chart and a hair color chart there. So you get to see, choose your hair color, choose your skin tone, and it'll tell you if you're a good candidate for it or not. And also there's a safety feature on the bottom of this. This product will not unlock unless your skin tone is suitable for it. So this, if I get too tan, it's not going to unlock. It's going to say, wait till winter time, Krista. It's going to wait for me to get lighter, I guess. Okay, here's a third tip, and this is actually something I didn't know until today. Use caution when exfoliating. I didn't know. So I didn't know this, but laser hair removal causes your pores to open. I didn't know that. Did you guys know this? I had no idea. So when you're treating your hairs, it causes the pores to open. So you need your skin to heal for at least 48 hours after you after you do laser treatment. So after 48 hours, then you can exfoliate and use your loofahs and your scrubby brushes and all that stuff. But after you've done your laser, you want to avoid, this is important, you want to avoid the sauna, jacuzzi, swimming pool, and ocean swimming for 48 hours. Yeah, I know, bummer. So you want to avoid exfoliating for 5 days following your treatment. So you do your treatment, you have to wait 5 days before scrubbing. No loofah, no sugar and salt scrubs for 5 days. Because your pores are open, you don't want to get all that scrubby stuff inside your pores. It's gonna not be good. So that's it. So those are the 3 tips. Now I do have a question I want to ask, and if you get the answer right, I will send you one of these, the face cleanser. So this is the priming cleanser. So the question is, how long should you wait for sun exposure after at-home laser hair removal sessions? If you were paying attention, you would totally be an expert by now. So is it A, 60 minutes? Is it B, 24 to 48 hours? Or is it C, 7 days? So again, how long should you wait for sun exposure after at-home laser hair removal sessions? So you do your session, you do it. How long should you wait till you go out into the sun? A, 60 minutes, B, 24 to 48 hours, or C, 7 days. Let's see. We've already, you guys are experts. I told you guys were experts. So I already have a connection. Oh, I'm back. Okay, so I had a poor connection. No idea why. So that's it. So if you missed these tips, it's actually on Tria Beauty's blog. So if you go to triabeauty.com, there's a little icon at the top right that looks like a little pencil on some paper. That's our blog. Tap on that, click on that, and then you'll see all the tips listed there. And that's it. So we actually have guests lined up for this week, so please stay tuned for for that, we have a guest that's going to talk to us about their hair laser removal experience. Apparently it was life-changing for them, so that's great to hear. And then we have another woman talking to us about the anti-aging laser and how it smoothed out her skin and made her look younger. It's what everybody wants that. Okay, so I am done for today. I hope you guys have a great day, and remember to use that sunscreen. All right, and if you have any sunscreen tips or any tips for me, send them to me. I want to know. I mean, I can always learn something new. All right, well, thank you so much. You guys have a great day, and we will talk again really soon, like this week soon, okay? All right, thank you, Fatima. Thank you for joining me again. It's nice to see you. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Oop.